Michelle is with us in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Dave, I'm great. How are you? Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
Very exciting. My husband and I are on our baby step 2. It's been amazing, and to encourage people out there, if you're starting this journey at 58, it's not too late, and they can change your life. And the second most important part is that my husband wants to know what you think for investing, and would you advise sort of to hedge against inflation, buying like some gold coins as part of your emergency fund?
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, and I wouldn't suggest you buy stock in Home Depot either, or Apple, or Exxon. Why? Because the price is too volatile to use as an emergency fund. The purpose of the emergency fund is insurance, not investment. It's there for the rainy day. The umbrella is there for rain only. It is not there to fight off bears. It's just for rain. That makes sense?
Yes, indeed. So let's say we have the emergency fund in cash.
That's all you need.
Maybe with an extra.
You can put it in the bank in a savings account if you want.
And Michelle, I'll go.
Right.
And I would go a step further too, because you were wondering, you said my husband wanting to know about investing and then specifically in gold. But nowhere in the baby steps do we recommend people buy gold, period. So, and neither single stocks either, like he was saying. But when it comes to investing in that time, still not suggest investing in commodities or anything like that. So in the market, yes, through good growth stock mutual funds or in a retirement vehicle like a Roth IRA, 401k, 403b. But in general, our piece of advice when it comes to investing is to stay away from gold.
So let me kind of talk you through something too that's interesting. So what this tells me, by the way, and the way you asked the question was that your husband's been reading crap on the internet, okay, on gold sites, because should I buy this, you said, as a hedge against inflation. Okay. Now let's talk about how that works. Here's the way you've heard of a hedge fund, right? Now a hedge against something goes with the thing so the thing doesn't destroy you. Meaning that if you want to do a hedge against inflation, you would have to buy things that are incorporated in inflation. Inflation is the price of bread going up, the price of oil going up, the price of housing going up, the price of electricity going up, the price of living going up. Gold is not one of those things. It does not follow inflation. There is no correlation between the price of gold and inflation. Zero. There's no correlation between the stock market going up and the stock market going down in gold. Zero. There is some loose correlations that really what gold prices correlate to is fear or greed. When the marketplace deems that the world's falling apart, oh God, and all the conspiracy theorists come out, then the price of gold is going to go up. But that's what drives the price of gold up, not anything else. And so if you really want to hedge against inflation, you buy real estate, you would buy stock in Exxon, you would buy stock in wheat farms, you would buy stock in things that go up in cost when inflation goes up, when the price of things goes up. The things. You'd buy stock in General Motors because the price of a car is going to go up. You'd buy stock in Bridgestone because the price of tires are going to go up. That's a hedge against inflation. Gold coins are not. The only place anybody says stuff like that is on their stupid butt gold coin websites. That's the only place that comes up. That's how I know where he's getting the information, because it's technically the wrong definition. Does that make sense?
Yes. But so when gold is going up in price,
that's inflation.
Gold was, no, right. That's inflation. Does gold hold its value? No.
Not necessarily. You go back and pull the gold. You can just go online and pull up gold prices over 50 years. Mm-hmm. And number one, you're going to see about a 5% rate of return. It's got a sucky rate of return. And it's a freaking roller coaster at Six Flags to get there. It's way up and way down just to get to a boring average. That's why I don't play in it, because it's too freaking volatile. It's too crazy a ride, and I don't find any millionaires that say I got rich buying gold coins. None. I find a lot of people that got poorer buying gold coins, but I don't find any millionaires in our millionaire study that says I got rich buying gold coins. So this is where it comes from.
Yeah, and there is a level, because I just had a conversation with a friend about this recently. There's like this level of security feeling like, yeah, but gold feels safe. Gold, it feels like, I don't know, because you can actually tangibly touch it and see it, whatever the case may be. There's this element of like, oh yeah, we're gonna buy gold because it feels safer. That's what they were saying. And
here's the weird part of that is,
it's not.
When is it safe? When do you use gold coins? When do you use a bar of gold to buy something? Never. Okay? I mean, go back to a complete collapse of government and anarchy in the streets. You know what happens then? The first type of economy that rises up is a barter-based economy. So when Katrina hits New Orleans and wipes the freaking place off the map because all the levees broke and the whole place is laying down on the floor crying, no one ran around with gold bars buying stuff. But a can of gasoline, some brand new blue jeans, some work gloves, some bullets, you could trade that for anything for about 6 weeks down there. Right now, you can trade 2x4s for just about anything in America, okay, with the price of lumber.
Yeah.
But nobody's walking around with gold dust in their pockets. This is not the Wild Wild West. We have a medium of exchange, primarily electronic, but also these little green paper things with presidents' faces on them that is our medium of exchange. So this anomaly, this weird thing, oh, gold is safe. Everything goes to gold when all hell breaks loose and the world falls apart. No, it doesn't. I mean, you walk through Baghdad after they kill Saddam Hussein, nobody's walking around the streets there with little gold bars doing stuff. Immediately comes up with the next dictator's face on a piece of paper, and this becomes your currency, following a black market barter economy, which is what follows anarchy. So you go from anarchy to stabilization, and there's always a currency that pops up following with the next government. I mean, when the Civil War broke out, the South, they didn't run around with gold bars. They printed up Southern money, which became worth nothing once they were defeated, right? We were defeated. I was here. I wasn't here, but I live here. But anyway, but I probably wasn't that old. But anyway, but same thing. I got these little pictures of Saddam Hussein on paper money that this guy in Special Forces brought me back, and 3 bullets from an AR, right, when he was on a thing there. And you know what that paper money's worth? Nothing, because the people that supported it are worth nothing. It's gone. But there was never any gold backing any of it up.
But so then why does fear drive it? Because you see, I mean, like the joke is, I feel like on cable news networks, it's always gold commercials selling gold. And that's...
It's on this false premise that if everything goes to hell in a handbasket,
you're
then
safe.
You're going to be okay if you got a gold bar in your safe.
Yeah.
Well, that's so much crap, it's unbelievable. It just doesn't work that way. You cannot find a failed economy, consequently a failed government that has completely collapsed where gold pops up as the standard. It just doesn't. Not in the last 300 years, 500 years. You find me one time in history. You can study it. You can't, Nazi Germany, Hitler takes over. It's on a failed economy, by the way. That's what put Hitler in place. Mm-hmm. Okay? And they had hyperinflation. Her question was about inflation. Hyperinflation. We'll borrow a load of money to buy a dadgum loaf of bread. So Hitler comes in to save the day. He's going to fix everything with a stimulus check, So, and goes into power. That's what happened. But they never once went to a gold standard. Never once. There was a lot of black market stuff, a lot of trading back and forth, but never once did they do that. So it's a fear-based thing. And listen, if you get your financial advice on the same channel where they sell walk-in bathtubs and Snuggies, and your commercial breaks, or they're selling you financial products, right, with Snuggies and walk-in bathtubs, that should be a clue right there.